Are we good? It says going live. Are we live? Hey, what's up, everybody? We should be good. Yep. Okay, we're live. Cool. This is like my first YouTube stream in over a year. So, still figuring out the weirdness. It's a little bit different from Twitch. I might do a video on it later, on whether or not, how to stream on like YouTube in comparison to Twitch, because the process, it's a little bit funny, it's a little bit different. Today we'll be talking about HarrisHeller's move from Twitch to YouTube and whether or not you should also move to YouTube. It can be a pretty big decision. It's a decision that I've been thinking about for probably about 8 months, and I still haven't really made a decision yet. It's something that I'm still personally thinking through, but it's a real possibility that I might switch to YouTube streaming soon. Like I said, I still don't really know what I'm going to do. But that's what this video is for. This video is to kind of help you be able to think about the different things that you want, or whether or not you actually want to switch to YouTube or not. So that's what today's video is about. Before we get started, I have a really quick announcement. In May, I'm going to be doing another charity stream. I do one twice a year, and this is going to be another 12 to 36 hour stream where it starts off as 12 hours, but every dollar donated adds a minute to the stream. And it'll be up to 36 hours total. If we raise like $1,440, then we'll get up to 36 hours of a stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's probably going to be on It's probably going to be on Memorial Day weekend, since we'll be benefiting the Special Forces Foundation again. So yeah, anyway, I'll probably give more details and stuff on that about my Twitter and Discord and stuff. You can find links to that below. But without further ado, let's hop on into the topic of today's video. Okie doke. So we're going to start off with some pros and cons to Twitch and YouTube. And so I'm going to start off with reasons why you should stay on Twitch. And so first off is that it is still the biggest streaming platform out there. While it is a bit more of a niche platform than YouTube is, it's still a very, very big platform. They have, which leads me to the second point, most features still. They've been around the longest. They've been able to develop the most features. You still have your emotes, badges, all that fun stuff. Subscriptions are a lot easier to get to, all that kind of fun stuff. As well as it's a little bit more browsable than YouTube, but I don't really want to say that's a pro, because browsing is not really a great form of discoverability for streaming regardless. So I don't think it's a feature that YouTube's necessarily missing out on. It's just not really there for YouTube at the moment. And then I think the other main perk I think for Twitch at the moment is just a faster monetization. The affiliate contract, while it kind of sucks, and if you look at, like, Devin Nash has videos on it, HarrisHeller has videos on it, on Alpha Gaming, but essentially the affiliate contract has a lot of really kind of crappy details in it. However, it doesn't really affect most smaller affiliates. So it just, the barrier to entry actually be able to make money off of Twitch is a lot faster than, let's say, on YouTube. And I'm going to get into why. So essentially on Twitch, you can start making money as long as you have 3 average viewers, 50 followers, and stream a certain amount of hours on Twitch in a month. Whereas with YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers plus 400 watch hours in a year. And then after that point, you get access to like members, which is like Twitch's subscription. And then you also get access to super chats, which is like their version of cheering. But it takes a lot longer to get to that monetization process for YouTube than it does on Twitch. Now, that being said, there's still a lot of really good reasons why I think you should switch over to YouTube. The first one being is that it is, in my opinion, the future of live streaming. I think everybody's going to be there in a few years. I think it's going to be the best platform in a few years. At the moment, it is the most innovative. So they're coming out with feature after feature after feature for not just streaming, but for their videos as well. And it kind of like it correlates. So like if it helps one, it's helping the other at the same time. So they're coming out with this clips feature soon that you can clip certain parts of videos and streams, I think, and then you can send that clip out, and then when people click the clip, it takes them to that section of the video, and then they can choose to watch the full thing if they want to. There's like a little button that says watch full video. that can bring a lot more views to your stream or to your channel in general. Sorry. Coughing. So I think Sam Woodhall at one point went through this whole process, and it's brilliant. But imagine making a clip for YouTube, right? And you post it to Twitter or TikTok or something, and it gets really viral. And then all these people come to your channel while you're still live, or they come to your videos and people, they subscribe to the channel, and then they see the next time you do go live. So anyway, there's just a whole bunch of stuff. Shorts as well is another great way to get channel discovered. And there's just a lot of innovative things. And YouTube's constantly adding changes to their live streaming to make it a more viable option, because it's a little bit feature lacking still. But like, the features are coming, and they're coming fast. Like I said, there's more ways to get eyes into your channel than on Twitch. Twitch has zero discoverability. While yes, the browsing page is better and there's a little bit easier to navigate and you can see a lot more options, it's nobody really finds streamers through browsing. Not really. You maybe get an occasional few. Whereas with YouTube, if you have clips, videos, shorts, etc., those are all fantastic ways to be pushing people to your channel and get more eyes on your channel than you ever would on just Twitch. The next benefit, though, to streaming, why you should move to reasons to switch to YouTube, is that your videos will be helping your stream, and your stream will be helping your videos. It's like a coinciding, symbiotic relationship between the videos and the streams on your channel. It's all there to help each other. And then the last big thing that I've heard about YouTube that is really great is that when you eventually become monetized and you actually have viewers like subscribing to your channel or becoming members, YouTube only takes 30% of that member revenue, whereas Twitch currently takes 50%, and then you still have to pay for the taxes on your sub. So I think per sub, and like once you get really high numbers, you can kind of negotiate this. But for 99% of people, you give $2.50 of it to Twitch, and then you have to spend another like 27 cents or something to pay the processing fees for the thing. So you really only make like $2.20 per sub, roughly $2.23, I think is the last thing I saw last time I checked, which is kind of ridiculous. People give you $5 and you only get to see $2.23 of it. So at least on YouTube, they only take 30%, which is like $1.50 of the $5. So I mean, that's really not that bad in comparison. So the real question is, should you switch to YouTube? I firmly, sorry, one second. Yeah, so should you switch? I firmly believe that YouTube is where we will, or the majority of people will be at in a few years. I think that is very, very clear and safe prediction. Unless Twitch makes big changes in the positive direction, which they haven't done in years, I think YouTube will be the king. So yes, you should definitely, in my opinion, switch to YouTube. But the real question is, when should you switch to YouTube? Because saying you should switch to YouTube doesn't mean right now. It could mean you could switch in a year from now. You could switch in 2 years from now. You could switch in 6 months. You could switch next week. It's all going to be different for each person depending on a couple factors. So one of the biggest factors, I think, is, are you currently making money from Twitch? And do you rely on that money? So for me right now, I probably pull 50 to $100 a month from Twitch. I don't really rely on that money. That's not my main source of income. I have a full 9-to-5 job, salaried, and my wife works part-time while she's in school. And so that's how we get by. That's how we pay our rent, and get our groceries, etc. So I don't rely on Twitch for that money. So for me, making that switch to being monetized, to essentially not being monetized on my live stream, sure, I'll miss out on 50 to $100 a month. But do I think the benefits of YouTube outweigh that money lost each month? Another question is, are you already monetized on YouTube? Hi. What? I already ordered it. Yeah, it was a chicken hibachi. Sorry about that. So the next question is, are you already monetized on YouTube? And if not, are you fine with not making money for a bit? That's gonna be a big question. So if you're already monetized on YouTube, or if you already have stuff on YouTube, it's gonna be a lot easier of a switch than if you're still at 100 subs and nowhere close to getting monetized. Another question you can ask yourself, another big factor in whether or not you should switch, is how big is your community on Twitch, and if you are willing, or no, if they are willing to move over. So like, let's say you have an average of 15 viewers on Twitch, and let's say only 3 of them decide that they want to move over at this time to watch you on YouTube instead. It may not be the best idea to move over quite yet. Instead, you can work on building up the move over time, slowly working towards it. And I have a couple different methods for how to switch from Twitch to YouTube later in the video. So stick around if you guys want to know the 3 methods that I came up with for how to switch. And then the third factor, I think is a really big factor, is do you already have YouTube viewers? If so, then switching is going to be really easy for you. Like for example, Harris, right? He has 500 and some thousand odd subscribers on YouTube. He has now I think like 25,000 subs or something last time I checked on his personal YouTube channel that he'll actually be streaming to. He has a big community over there already, so he's not going to really see that much of a difference in streaming. I think he said in his video he'll be losing $5,000 to $10,000 a month, but when he's making a lot of money every month, that's not that big of a loss. So I would take into consideration all those factors on whether or not you should move, because it's a really big decision, and I can't really tell you what you should or should not do. Instead, I can just tell you what you should think about and how you should, not how you should go about doing it, but essentially, yeah, just what to think about, and then you can make a decision on your own. If you really want me to tell you what to do, then I can give a really broad generalized statement, but know that this might not work for you, and that you should probably be critical about your decisions, because your stream is your business, right? So you need to make sure that you're doing the best thing for your business. But if you are a 0 viewer Andy on Twitch, you have no concurrent views, you have nobody coming back to your stream every single time, no regulars at all, go ahead and move to YouTube. It'll be much better in the long run. And while you're at it, start making content on YouTube. Make discoverable, searchable content that can either be education content, that can be entertainment content, or that can be what's the other one? There's 3. My mind's blanking right now. I have a whole video on YouTube and how to grow on YouTube. I think it's 27 YouTube tips. Check out that video. That'll get you a good place to get started. But yes, switch over to YouTube, get integrated in this platform. It'll really help you grow, because you're not going to grow on only streaming to Twitch. If you have a small community of a few regulars and average viewers, you have a decent amount of views every single stream. So I'd say this is like your 5 to 50 viewer kind of people. What's up, Markel? So if you have 5 to 50 viewers, then I would say just put a feelers out with your community. Ask them, do they want to move to YouTube? Will they be willing to move to YouTube? If you have I'd say at least half of them that are willing to jump over, go ahead and make the jump, because it'll be better in the long run. If not, do what I said earlier and go into one of the methods that I'll say later for how to slowly transition your stream from Twitch over to YouTube. And if you're in the hundreds to thousands of viewers, do you have YouTube content or community already? Like I said before, and some of the factors on whether or not you should switch. If you don't, then I would say stay on Twitch, work hard and use some YouTube content, put some videos out there, get your current fan base watching your videos, and then when you decide to stream to YouTube, then you will actually already have some people already there, and it won't be as big of a loss when you make the jump. So, how to switch platforms. If you are looking to switch from Twitch to YouTube, and you want to make that decision, I have 3 methods, I guess, for switching over. And I'm going to make this into a pool analogy because it's almost summer, and I'm excited to start swimming again, because going to the pool is great. Hopefully, COVID allows pools to open back up this summer. So, In this analogy, the pool water is going to be streaming to YouTube. So the first method for switching is the cannonball, right? You run and you jump, no looking back, right? Can't make your decision. This would be, for example, what Harris did. He isn't streaming on YouTube. He's not streaming on Twitch anymore. His last Twitch stream was on Wednesday, and now he's fully committed onto YouTube. Just instantaneous jump. And I think if you're able to do this, then this to me, I think would be the most ideal. But I understand that not everybody can do this, especially if you're in that small to medium range of community on Twitch. You might have to take one of these other two methods. So the next one is the dip your toes method. This is where you essentially, so for example, I'll use my schedule as an example. I stream right now 3 nights a week. So what I would do is, if I was going to dip my toes into Twitch live or YouTube live, then what I would do is I would replace like 1 or 2 of my streams with YouTube live. So maybe Monday I would stream to YouTube live, but then Thursday and Saturdays I would stream to to Twitch. And so I kind of have a little bit of both, and then yeah, it allows my viewers to like see me on both, I guess, and they get used to, okay, he's streaming on YouTube. Out of all the ones, this is probably my least recommended one to do. It can work. I just think there's better options. So I thought of a new method, and I don't have an analogy for it yet. So I'll go on the method 3, which is the pool noodle. Now, the pool noodle is what you use if you don't want to get completely wet in the pool water, but you want to stay dry, but you want to have fun in the water, right? So you have kind of a best of both worlds scenario. Now, normally I do not recommend restreaming. For those of you who don't know what restreaming is, it's when you stream to multiple platforms at the same time. Normally, I do not recommend doing this because streaming to multiple platforms isn't going to help you grow your stream, because discoverability on most streaming platforms isn't really there unless you're making content other places. Plus, if your stream's actually good enough to grow without doing any other discoverable content, which is not common at all, 99% of the people cannot pull this off. If you're actually able to grow from just streaming to multiple places isn't going to really help you. You'd be much better off just focusing on one platform. However, if you're trying to move over, this can be a great tool, because let's say that I wanted to move over. I could stream to YouTube using Restream, also streaming to Twitch, but then I could focus on my YouTube chat, focus on my super chats and stuff, and then have like maybe a chat bot on Twitch showing the link to my YouTube stream every minute. I could have the panel below point people to my YouTube stream. So that way the people that are coming in that are already part of my community that may not know that I'm just hopping over, they have time to actually see me live, and the ones who actually care can come in, see me live. They'll see that I'm streaming to YouTube, with Twitch is kind of on the back burner, and then they can easily switch over. The reason this works better than any other combination before of like Mixer going to Twitch, or Twitch going to Mixer, or YouTube going to Twitch, is that, like, pulling people from YouTube onto Twitch, is that with a lot of those other sites, people don't have like Twitch or Mixer accounts unless they're already in that community. People don't like Facebook because of all the privacy issues, so they may not have a Facebook account. Everybody, or almost everybody, has a YouTube account. So if you have a link going into the chat of your Twitch channel while you're restreaming saying, hey, I'm primarily streaming to Twitch, if you want to be a part of the community, just hop on over, people already have a YouTube account. So it's so easy just to jump from Twitch over to YouTube. And then I'm gonna call this the other pool noodle method, because it's kind of the same idea where you kind of get a best of both worlds. And I would say like the final method for switching from Twitch to YouTube and retaining as much viewership as possible would be to start your stream on the platform that you're on and end the stream on the platform that you want to be on. So for switching from Twitch to YouTube, this would look like: start your stream on Twitch. let's say it's a 3 or 4 hour stream, do the first hour on Twitch and then tell people, hey, I'm going to continue the stream over on YouTube. Here's, spam the link. Here's the link. Follow me over there. And then I would do this for like 2 to 4 weeks. Honestly, for all these methods, I would recommend doing it from either 2 weeks up to 2 months. I wouldn't do it any longer than 2 months. That's if you really want to get as much people from the community over as possible. I think this could probably be done in 2 to 4 weeks. If you want one of these slow, drawn out processes for switching over. Once again, if you can just cannonball, dive on into YouTube Live. If you're looking to switch, I think just the hard cut switch over is going to be generally the best option if you can do it. But like I said, it's understandable that not everybody is going to be doing it. So if anybody in chat has questions about YouTube streaming, I can do my best to answer them. I came up with a few questions that I had about YouTube streaming because I still stream primarily to Twitch. So there are a lot of things that I didn't know. So I did a lot of research today into how kind of YouTube streaming works in comparison to Twitch. And there were like 3, I guess, main questions that I still had earlier today that I'm not going to go through. If you guys have questions, put them in the chat and I'm going to be answering them after. If not, we'll probably just call it for the video. So the first question is, on YouTube Live, can you stream copyrighted music? Since they have their content ID system, and you won't just get DMCA stricken, right, like on Twitch. Well, that's not necessarily true. You can still get copyright strikes on your stream. You're not guaranteed from it. It's just content ID helps it not be as big of a problem as it is on Twitch. I would still recommend using copyright-free music, for example, Stream Beats or something else along those lines. Pretzel, I think, is another one. So question number 2, if I'm not monetized, can I still receive super chats? No, you are not able to receive super chats. You're not able to be subscribed to like the membership, I guess is what's called on Twitch, not Twitch, on YouTube. It's called a membership. Nope, you're not monetized until you reach 1,000 subs and 400 watch hours. So you're not able to be monetized. However, actually, just remembered, big bonus to streaming on YouTube, especially if you're trying to get your YouTube channel monetized, is that streaming watch hours counts as your 400 watch hours. So essentially, if you're streaming to YouTube and Twitch, you should have no problem hitting that 400 watch hour time for the monetization. The hardest part will just be those subscribers. And then other ways that you can still make money is you can still set up a donation link through like PayPal or like Stream Elements tipping page. You can still do stuff like gilded subscriptions or Patreon support. All that stuff is still a viable option for YouTube, even if you're not monetized quite yet. That's how like channels that essentially focus on music, that's how they're still able to make music, is because they make money outside of YouTube for people who want to show support. And then the final question that I guess I had about YouTube is that could you still have overlays, alerts, and chatbots, etc.? Yes, you can. So I use Stream Elements. I'm not sure if Streamlabs has YouTube support yet, but Stream Elements actually I can like just copy over all of my stuff to the YouTube profile in Stream Elements. It's really nice. You just connect all your accounts together, and then you can easily just duplicate things over to the YouTube side of your account. So it's really easy to set up. It's honestly really great. Now, as far as like, I know I talked about, I think it was November, I made a video saying that I would do like, what platform should you stream on in 2021? I do think that YouTube is the place to go. I've been thinking about the YouTube move for like 6 to 8 months now. And even like in January, I was once again thinking about, okay, like it's the start of the new year. Am I ready to hop over to Twitch? And I think for me, the answer was then no, not yet. I'm still waiting on Twitch, or I'm still waiting on YouTube to have a couple more things before I move over. But now who knows? I might give it a try in May or something. Like stream to YouTube exclusively for the month of May. See how I like it. I guess that would technically be a 5th method. Just try it for a month and see how you like it. I know probably a couple of my regulars would probably still come over. if I did that. And if they did, then I might just switch to YouTube. I don't know. I just want to see how I like it. There's still a lot of things about Twitch I like. I like how supporting gives you, like, you know, the emotes, the badges, and I like having offline screens and panels and all the LF fun stuff. I really enjoy that graphic design side of it. But if you're not graphic design, or if you're not talented in graphic design, or you don't have that skill yet, YouTube could be a great option, because all you need is a profile picture and the banner up top, and you're good. That's it. So I don't think anybody has any questions, and so that's fine. If you guys are watching this like post live, like after I'm already done with this video tomorrow or whatever, a month from now, drop comments down below. If you have any questions, drop them down as comments. I'd love to hear them. If you guys want to see more videos like this, I might do a video next on how to stream to YouTube, because it's a little bit different than Twitch. If you guys want to see how to stream to YouTube, hit subscribe. I'm gonna have that video up probably in the next few weeks. Maybe next week. I could probably get that up next week. And then yeah, hit like if you enjoyed the video and you found it helpful. I'm really excited to see what this year holds for YouTube, and if I actually end up making this switch, I think that'll be fun. Yeah, I think that's all for this video. Sorry to lose my voice, if you can't tell. I don't know why. I haven't been talking that much today before this stream. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm really awkward at ending streams, but it's fine. If you guys want to check out any of my other videos, there's links and stuff down below. If you guys want to subscribe to the channel that I will be live streaming to for like games and stuff. If I stream my normal streaming stuff, I'm actually not going to be normally streaming to this YouTube channel. If I switch over, it'll be to my PSYRIK channel. Link to that will be is down in the description below. You can go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help me get 100 subs. That'd be really appreciative. Really appreciated. So I'm gonna stop babbling. I hope you guys have a wonderful is today Monday? Today's Monday. Tired. Hope you guys have a wonderful Monday, a wonderful week. I will see you guys later. Next YouTube stream on this channel, not really sure when it'll be, so be sure to follow me on Twitch, because that's still technically my main streaming platform, twitch.tv/PSYRIK. Yeah, and I'll see y'all later in the next video. Peace.